There's only one company to work for in the smart home industry, Skyline Security, who has the top pay, best training, and a culture that is second to none. Right Now is looking for the best of the Grant Cardone following to join their team and expand financially and professionally. Go to joinskyline.com to register. Labeled by Inc. 5000 as the fastest growing company for the last 2 years in a row, you get to protect families, grow your wealth, and join a team of top producers. Skyline is looking for great people. Go to joinskyline.com. That's joinskyline.com to get started on a brand new 10x career path. Go to joinskyline.com to register.
Hello, welcome to Skyline Today. My name is Freddie.
Hi, I'm Amber. And I noticed that we had a cool, spiffy new intro.
We did. I don't know if you noticed that, but it's actually really, really amazing.
Yes, the actor. I feel like I recognized him.
Well, I don't know about the actor part. I was more about the actual layout and everything, all the new stuff. The actor, I don't know, subpar.
Aww.
But on a serious note, we've actually teamed up with GrantCardoneTV.com. So the exciting news is that we're actually going to be able to show our shows, not these shows, but other shows that we have that we're going to be making every single week. And we'll be able to put it on our Grant Cardone page. We'll show you how it looks right now.
And also, not to interrupt you, I mean, the amount of visitors they get on that site is just incredible. It's going to really...
Yeah, his network is really, really huge. And the great thing about it is that his following are sales guys, you know, and girls.
Yes.
Sales professionals, let's just get that straight. And the great thing about it is that we're able to maximize our network.
Absolutely. Yeah, the outreach is just incredible.
Oh, it's huge.
So that's really exciting news.
Yes.
Everyone has to go check it out. Check out the Skyline show. Check out the site.
Yeah.
You know, comment on it. That's always good.
We have a show on there right now. It's called Perfect Your Pitch. We're going to show it to you here later on in the show. But you'll see every single week there'll be a new show coming out. We'll obviously blast it through our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our newsletter. We'll make sure that it's broadcasted everywhere, all the channels that we have. But more importantly, we want to make sure that you pass it on, share it. You know, the focus is to really, give a platform to Skyline so that everyone can know about it.
Yeah. So from the shares that we will share on our social media, anyone else will be able to click, share easily. Yes. So send it around, everybody. Check it out.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, since the last time I saw you, I know your travels have continued, as I like to call them, the Freddie Chronicles.
You know, yesterday I was in Houston, Texas. I have to say,
I'm glad you could make time to be here today.
You know, my schedule is a little busy. It's a little busy these days, but we make it work, right?
But most importantly, I saw you guys were all at ISC.
Yes.
Out in Vegas.
Yes.
So that must have been cool.
It was actually very, very awesome. The reason why is because we were able to see Guardian Protection, obviously our company that we do a lot of business with. They are the #1 in our book as far as Central Station. The best thing about it is that we were awarded some awards, of course, right?
That's awesome.
What better way to spend time in Vegas than to get some awards?
Absolutely. I think you have some pictures too of everybody with the awards and everything.
Some pictures. We have 2 awards we got. One of them was the executive, presidential award. And the other one was for the top producer. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so
and I think you also have some like a speech from some of the people.
Yeah, so we'll show a little clip of Edwin. Actually, he came out. They wanted him to be one of his speakers. So we'll show a little clip of that and some pictures that we have.
Awesome. Check it out, guys.
Always great content, and just glad to be here again. Glad to see all of you again. I hope all of you guys had a great year in 2016. As far as Skyline is concerned, we actually had a record-breaking year.
So while you were at ISC, I'm sure you got to see some of our vendors and see some new technology.
Yeah, so we went through some of the booths that were there. We had some exciting ones. They actually spent some creativity to put those together because they look really, really cool.
I can imagine.
Yeah, one of them was Alarm.com. They had a whole house set up, and they had all the new technology. They also had the 2 gig systems. They had all their new technology with the GC3 and everything coming out with them. And then Qualsys, obviously, they had a nice booth. They actually had a room, and so they actually showed all the new IQ2 panels.
That's pretty awesome.
That's coming out,
and you didn't make it to any parties in Vegas?
I mean, I cannot deny nor confirm, anything like that.
No one rolled out the red carpet for you?
I did have a 9-month, wife, that I was hanging out with, and she's a true sport.
Yes.
So
now you're a new parent.
We did make our rounds I'll just leave it at that. We didn't make our round.
Next year, you guys will be able to bring out your dancing shoes.
Of course, we live the dance, so whatever we need to do.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, no, it was a great trip, and we look forward to next year. Obviously, we love winning awards. That's one
Absolutely.
of the,
Hopefully, more next year.
More next year. So that's one of the exciting news we have for the ISE.
Sounds good.
Attention, all sales managers, sales reps, and those individuals who are just even thinking about becoming a sales rep. Okay, so we're going to have a sales conference call every other week, and it's going to be an awesome time to be able to talk about some crazy things coming out. So we're really excited about it.
And so this is going to start on Monday?
The phone number, very important, write it down, 641-715-0698, and the pin's going to be 955931. Okay.
And then how often are you going to be doing these? And what's kind of the idea behind them?
So the idea is to basically bring everyone together as a whole company, all the sales. It doesn't matter if you're a sub-dealer, it doesn't matter if you're a rep under a manager. If you're in any part of the sales, a part of our company,
call.
We want you to be a part of it. The reason why is because we want to motivate you. We want to make sure that you're on track. We're going to be highlighting the top reps, the top managers, the top offices. We're going to be talking about the competitions that are coming up weekly or every 2 weeks, so that you know where you're at. Any new announcements we're coming out with. We want to make that connection with our sales reps, and I think it's very important that we do that on a call, so that way you know that, hey, we know your name, we know who you are, we want to make you part of the culture of what we're building here at Skyline.
Absolutely, and it seems like a good way to stay motivated throughout the summer months, which are always so busy and stuff. Keep everybody eye on the prize.
Oh yeah, and the great thing about it is that we're gonna know who's on the phone because we have a log. We know. So if you're saying you're on the phone, hopefully you are. It's gonna be very sales driven, and we want to motivate you to get out there and hit your goals.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. So if you're involved with any of the sales process, be on that phone call 9 a.m. Okay, early risers, let's go. We gotta get East Coast on it as well. So 9 a.m. And speaking of competitions,
we have one also launching on Monday.
Yeah.
Last Man Standing.
Yes, Last Man Standing. As you guys know, Last Man Standing is the competition that just outlasts everyone. And we have a new quality score that we're going to mention.
Absolutely. I think all the old information is up on here from last season.
Take a look.
And everything. Take a look. But we do have one new thing, which is pretty cool. You can score 1.5 points this time. By getting a valid Yelp review. So get out there, get your customers to write the Yelp review, 1.5 points per review, make sure it's valid, and you can get your points up real quickly that way.
If you think about it, if you waive the activation and you do the Yelp review, you basically are even, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
If you correct the activation and get the Yelp review, then you're 3 points up. So it's huge.
Yeah.
So definitely
get out there, Yelp reviews, guys. 1.5 points this season. So check it out. So today I'm doing an interview with Joseph Arias. Hey there, Joe. Looks like you are in a little slice of paradise. Can you tell me a little bit about where you're at and why you're there and everything else?
Well, yeah, I'm over here at the resort in Scottsdale. We came up here for the weekend, just a little staycation. I live a couple hours south of here in Tucson. We like to come here at least once a month, get away from. Had a pretty decent week, so wanted to just hang out with the wife and,
Yeah, it looks amazing. Lucky you, I'm jealous.
Right over yonder, they have the little pool that goes around. It's like it goes around the whole place, and you just jump on the tube, and I don't know if you can see it from over there, but
yeah,
there's
that was
7
awesome.
different sections out here. I love palm. I'm a palm tree guy. They got some of these exotic animals out.
So I guess my next question is, you obviously earned this vacation from all your hard work. You're already at 35 installs. You've risen so quickly at the company. What would you say has gotten you where you are so fast?
Well, I think one of the main things is just seeing the numbers. I came from a smaller company where there was really no recognition for doing anything, and I like to look at the numbers every day after work. And you got some pretty big hitters on this out there on the on the charts there, and I like to try to keep up with them, and it pushes me to want to go work harder every day. And the quality scores and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Helps me push my MMR a lot higher for the higher scores.
So my next question would be, how has Skyline helped or hurt your production? Well, what would you say there? What would your advice be?
It's amazing because with other companies I've worked with, basically what happens is when a customer calls in, they have a problem, I usually don't hear about it till the customer's angry, upset, and by then it's time's gone by, and at that point they're too upset to really do anything with. Over here, I'll get a call from the ladies, hey, so this is what's going on, and I jump on it immediately, and the problem gets fixed right then and there, and just the way everything is organized, the way that we do the pre-surveys, the final surveys, everything is done. There's a reason why everything's done the way it is, and I can see it.
And what would you say as a vet, you're obviously very experienced, to someone new starting out at Skyline, what would your advice be for them to rise above the rest? There's some tips you can give, anything like that?
I would say that when you come out and you give it a try, I mean, you will never know how easy it is if you don't try. And it's not that it's easy. The thing is that you got to believe in the product that you're selling. I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in my system is going to make a difference. When I'm at the door, basically what I'm doing is transfer my excitement of emotion over to the customer. So you got to bring that to the door. There's a process in this training and what they're doing here at Skyline. Absolutely. Follow your manager, follow them around. Ask them questions, read books, look at YouTube videos. I mean, whatever it takes to learn the business. You want to learn your product, and then you want to be able to transfer that to the homeowners that you're talking to. And like I always say, excitement. When you knock on a door, if you knock on somebody's door, basically what they're doing is they want to get you out of their house. They want to get back to what they're doing, so you're an interruption. So what I tell my guys is I say, when you're at a door, you got to be excited about something. They got to see something different in you. Why is this guy knocking on my door? What's so good about this? What does he have that he's so excited about? And so you bring that energy to every person you knock on. And don't let the mean ones or the door slammers, don't let that affect you, man, because the next person's going to buy. The next person's going to buy. You can't let the last guy, take your attitude down and ruin your day.
So, last but not least, are there any shout-outs you'd like to make to the Skyline team or any rivals you'd like to call out? Anything there?
Oh, you know what I'm saying, man? I'm gunning for you guys. I'm coming after you, Chris Miller. But check this out, man. I really want to send a shout-out to Edwin and the opportunity, and Michelle and the ladies at the office there, Lupe, man, amazing. And all the gals there, actually, you guys are tremendous. But Edwin for giving us a shot to work with the company, and I really want to send a shout out to Sebastian.
Yeah.
Actually, for real, man,
Absolutely.
That guy's amazing. Like we had that guy at my old company, man. We probably went out of business. Skyline is tremendous, man. I want to send a shout out to a bunch of the people there, man. You have Chelsea and Funding, amazing person. You got there's so many other ladies on the phone when I call customer service. Brilliant. But nope, I'm just happy to be a part of this company, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And really, you'll start seeing my real numbers in the summer, because that when I travel, that's when you'll notice who I really am out there.
And thank you so much for talking to us, Joe. Really appreciate it. Obviously, you're killing it at Skyline. Thank you so much for the time, and I'm excited to see where everything goes for you.
All right, my brother.
Enjoy your vacation. Not too much, okay?
Thanks,
Not
man.
too much. Bye. So I hear we have some exciting news. We have a new VP of Field Ops.
We do. We're so excited for Shane Campbell, like the noodle soup, to be on board with us. Before. I'm sure he's never heard that before because I just made it up. But more importantly, he is our new VP of Field Operations. And so we're very excited to have him on our executive staff. Very, very excited to have him on the team.
That's super exciting. And I hear he has quite an impressive resume. He comes with a lot of experience.
Definitely. He was at Vivint for 13 years. He has 15 years of experience in the security industry and 18 years in the field operations industry. So
that is impressive.
I mean, if that's not good enough, I don't know what else you really need, right? So that's a it's a huge advantage that we have now to have him on the team.
Absolutely. Welcome, Shane.
Very excited. Welcome to the number section, guys, where you know that numbers never lie. We're going to come out with the top 5 reps for the month of April. The month of April was really good, I got to tell you. So we're going to go here from the top 5. Number 5 rep was Wilmer Cabrera, coming in at 377 quality score points. So good job to him. The number 4 rep was Jason McKenzie, San Antonio 212, coming in at 431 points. The number 3 rep was John Delgado from the Money Team, coming in at 438 points. Good job, John. The number 2 rep was the legend himself, Paul Baeza, coming in at 479.5 points. And the number 1 rep was none other than Chris Miller, C. Miller, coming in at 809 points. You heard it right. I said 809 points, which doubles basically everyone underneath them, which is good job, Chris, for that. That is amazing. Good job for that. The top 5 offices for the month of April, coming in at number 5 was Legends, coming in at 205.5 quality score points, so good job. Number 4 was San Antonio 210, coming in at 212.5 points. Number 3 was Tribe, coming in at 284 points. The number 2 office was Hawks Nest, 290 points, sorry. And the number 1 office was Alpha, coming in at 460 points. Good job to those top 5 offices, especially Alpha rocking it at number 1 spot. We are excited about the growth that we've been seeing here at Skyline and the quality, more importantly, that we're having now in these days. Also, for the motivational part, we're going to show you the video that we have that we did from GrantCardoneTV.com, and we're going to show you the link as well on the newsletter. And if you don't know who Grant Cardone is, you must have been living under a rock, because he is the sales guru, financial guru of our time, and he shows us exactly how you can really become, get ahead in life, not only in your personal but also in wealth and finance and success. And he is the guy. He has a net worth, I think of $500 million, so a lot of money. Not only that though, but he's in the entrepreneur business, apartment business, many businesses. So check him out. Check out our video. Hey guys, welcome to the Skyline channel. We are excited to be on the Grant Cardone TV network. We're very excited to do business with Grant and his staff. And one thing we want to talk about today, especially in the sales industry, you gotta know your pitch. You have to know your pitch. It's so vital to know your pitch. Even Grant talks about it all the time. One of the things that we want to talk about, obviously in our industry specifically, in the door-to-door industry, more in the smart home industry, most of our guys have to know what to say at the door. Once that door opens, you gotta know it's showtime, right? And that's what it's all about. And so we actually have a few things that we want to talk about, just in particular, especially about the pitch and how to make it really pitch perfect. One of the first things is you want to clarify your goal. Make sure you know what you're going to be saying. Grant talks about this all the time. Exactly, what is your goal? What is your purpose? What are you doing that for? We have to answer 3 questions, okay? Those 3 questions are, who are you, right? You got to know who you are. Number 2 is, what are you doing there? And number 3 is, why should they care, right? Those are the 3 questions that they should be knowing. You should be knowing that you're going to be answering. And it's very important for them to know, right? You should know what you're going to be saying, and the content of it is so very important. The reason why is because the attention span of a person, right, not so long. Everything is very short-minded. So everyone, when they open the door, the last thing they want to do is probably talk to you. And so you have to come up with something that will catch their attention, so that way when you start talking to them, they want to know more and more about what you're doing. And that's why you have to get their attention and ask them a question. Make sure to say, hey, obviously a question that we ask all the time is, are you the homeowner, right? That's a quick question that they will get asked, because now you got their attention. They have to process that in their minds, and that way they will have to answer you. And then another thing is that you have to know that people, what they really buy more than things, more than the product, is you. So you have to come off in a way that is interesting and obviously looking good. Obviously your appearance is very important, but then more importantly is what you're gonna say. And once you open your mouth, you better know your pitch, okay? So very important. One of the things I really like about what Grant does in his interview process when he's looking for those ultimate candidates, because we're all looking for them, right, is he makes the person pitch them on water. But, you know, on the seasons that he's had, he mixes it up. Sometimes he tells them, he asks them, hey, what do you want to pitch about? You want to pitch about the water, or you want to pitch about yourself? And people always pick, you know, themselves because they figured out that they should be. But some of them pick the water. But he switched it up on them and said, hey, pitch the water, right? And they weren't ready. And you have to be ready exactly at that moment when that opportunity comes. There's a clip I want to show you guys about this person, about the product knowledge, on how important it is to know your product. Let's take a look.
No, sir.
How much do you know about water?
I know that it can improve your skin. It can make you lose weight. It can make you have more energy, and it can save your life.
How do you know all that?
It can save your life.
How do you know all that? How do you know all that?
It's common sense, sir.
Common sense. You knew you were coming here to pitch water, and you didn't do any product knowledge on water. You don't have whatever it takes, Blinky.
You're making a
Not to
mistake,
work
sir.
here.
You came in here prepared to sell yourself. So sell me. Grant gave you 1 minute. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds.
10
One,
seconds for what?
2,
To sell myself?
So
three,
how are you gonna sell an agreement?
4,
If I give you an agreement
5,
right now, how are you gonna sell
I'm
it?
gonna cold call until I get an agreement.
Say what?
I'm gonna cold call until I get an agreement.
1. You don't have whatever it takes. Thank you for coming in.
Sir, I have to insist.
You turning down the hand.
No, if I shake your hand, that means I'm quitting, and I'm not quitting.
No, it doesn't mean you're quitting. It means I'm asking you to leave my office. I'm going to withdraw my hand, and then we'll never shake hands again. Thank you, Juan. You can't just say, I'm going to put on a whatever it takes t-shirt, I'm going to tweet to Grant, and suddenly the world's going to change. You got to get ready, man. You got to pay the price, okay? And maybe it means you got to fail a bunch of times. I flunked on a sales presentation like that. More than once, probably 1,000 times I've screwed up a presentation. Then went back and had to fortify myself and get better.
You know, one of the things I really like what he said there is that sometimes maybe you just gotta fail. You know, that's very true. I remember in my experience, 11 years doing this now, my first year, I still remember, in the company I worked for, we didn't get really proper training, unlike Skyline where we really train you. At that company, we didn't get that training, and what I really realized from the beginning is that I don't really know what to say. But I remember they did one pitch in live session, and they did it really quickly, and I kind of got some bullet points of those 3 questions: who, what, why. And I remember going knocking that first day and knocking and kind of knowing what I was saying. Fortunately, I was blessed enough to be able to get my first sale my first day. And I remember because I answered those 3 questions, right? Who was I, what I was doing there, and why should they care? Those are 3 questions that they're gonna think to themselves as you're talking. And if you don't answer those 3 questions, it's gonna be very hard for you to really get your point across. Be prepared to fail. In your pitch process, it's not going to come off 100% every single time. That's why it's important. Here at Skyline, we have a process, we have a pitch. We want you to understand what we say, when we say it, how to say it, the verbal, the nonverbal, how to position, everything. It comes down to a science, right? We've mastered it. Since we've been in business since 2004, we've been mastering and mastering and mastering it. And that's why it's so important to make sure the people who are training you know what they're doing. Make sure that you have somebody that's been successful, so that when they teach you that pitch, you know exactly how to say it, when to say it, and how to drop those key components. You know, in our trainings, we have a lot of reps, newcomers, right? We teach them, we drill them in the classroom, but once we send them out, that's when it's go time. And like I said, be prepared to fail, because in the beginning, you're gonna fail. Grant talks about all the time that he failed a lot of times before he finally figured it out. And that's what this is about. We train you so that way you can understand. But more importantly, you gotta answer those 3 questions. Be prepared, because they're gonna throw a curveball at you and you're not even gonna know how to answer, right? So that's why it's important to keep training. I remember my first year in this industry, I would be even, you know, showering now, I remember rehearsing my script, because it was so important to me. I wanted to know what I wanted to say, so that way I wasn't fearful. They say if you know what to say, you know, that you shouldn't be scared, because you know what exactly you're gonna confront. So it's very important to always memorize your pitch, practice your pitch, and even talk to your friends, pitch them while, you know, so that way you can get some different responses that maybe will come up. Very important, guys, to understand that the pitch is vital. After mindset, of course, The pitch is the next best thing and the most important thing. So we want you guys to, click on the link to join Skyline.com. If it's interesting to you to be part of our team, join us. Warren Buffett says risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. When you memorize your pitch and practice your pitch, you feel more comfortable because you know what you're doing. Analyze it and memorize it. That's what makes what you say much more impactful. Most sales guys don't know what to say. That makes them fearful and unsuccessful. If you know what you're going to say, you will be able to overcome any obstacle and get into the home. In my industry, overcoming these obstacles is paramount. It's simple. Minimize the risk by knowing what to say, and then reap the rewards. Skyfest, we're going to the beach again. Last year I know we were at the Field of Dreams, but this year we're back to the beach.
That's going to be fun. I will make sure to be there. I put it in my calendar. There's going to be volleyball. There's going to be so much stuff.
We'll see if...
I'm sure there'll be prizes.
Of course.
I'm sure there'll be competition.
Oh, plenty. We'll see if the John Arroyave team will beat the Edwin Arroyave team, because that's always a rivalry.
I already have my popcorn packed for this match.
I think John is 2-0 right now, and Edwin's 0-2, so it can go either way.
The competition heats up.
It is.
So again, guys, Skyfest, July 16th, which is a Sunday.
Save the date.
Mark it. Save your date. We'll remind you again before then, but make sure to remember.
Yeah, and other than that, thanks for watching. Follow me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page that we have for Skyline as well. It's Freddie Katota Jr., okay, the JR at the end. And you just like the page, and that way we can give you all things coming Skyline as well.
Oh, that's awesome. So you'll also be posting links to those conference calls, some of the sales stuff, some of the things we talked about. Yeah. So make sure to do that, guys. Facebook, like this guy. And I think that's all for today.
Yeah, other than that, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.